And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Grizzlies. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And checking out the Lakers, 2.5 games back.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
Yeah, the middle of the pack seems to be right where they belong. They don't want to get complacent or to start pressing.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Edey in at the center. And for the Lakers, they've got James. Goodwin out there with Doncic. Then it's James, and it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shot.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, look, Bane gets the steal and sends them on their way. He can be such a menace on defense.
And here's James outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Jackson, a screen on Doncic. Inside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Edey. Over Doncic, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. James, left side. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
No question, James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
And then Morant slams it in.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
LeBron kicks to James. Jackson with it. He's picked up by James. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the evening.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
To the left wing. Wells passes to Jackson. Over James. Great D that time from James.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And that one drops for him.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doncic against Morant, and the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 6.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Off target from outside. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Yeah, look, turnovers hurt you in 2 ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
Edey
putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
Yes, sir. Jackson Jr. flushing.
Doncic finds James. Rebounded by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Now here's Wells. Hasn't made one yet. Bane passes to Wells. This one for 3. Outside for Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And a wide open look for Bane. Memphis the rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Jackson Jr. can go over either shoulder. He can face up. He's a tough cover in there.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. Now we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotation.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best, with the thought also of the postseason.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
The Lakers moving the ball around. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Now Morant. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
And he can extend the lead to double digits. Down low. And Hayes throws it down.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
The 3 from Morant. Cans it from downtown. Morant's got 9. Lakers trail by 9. James looking around. Lets the 3 fly. Grizzlies with the rebound. The Grizzlies shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup. Morant, the bounce pass. Outside Jackson. Here's Edey. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 6 points for him.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Pass to Bane. Now Jackson. 5 to shoot. Here's Aldama. Off target with his 3. Lakers trail by 9. James dishes to Doncic. Here's Goodwin. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Bane. So stand the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Here's LeBron, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. LeBron's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Morant scanning the floor. 3-pointer. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And the Lakers. Morant kicks to Bane. Here's Jackson. And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play a bigger role and was effective.
Yeah, Kevin, I think we were all a little surprised at his offensive game. You know, he got more opportunity, and we saw him doing more things. He also played more at the center spot, you know, so he's become a great two-way player. We knew he was always an elite defender.
Absolutely. So on the floor for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Pau play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Hachimura, the pass to James. James kicks to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to James. 5 on the clock. For 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Hachimura. He's off on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. To the paint. Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, at nearly 7 feet, throwing it down is probably almost effortless for Aldama.
Back to LeBron. Pass to James. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good. James has got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Lakers.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Now here's Wells. Outside, Bane. And here is Wells. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
To the inside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bane looking around. Pass to Morant. Outside, Bane over Goodwin. Bane, no good. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 14-point game, and it's blocked.
Using that near 7-foot frame, Aldama says not today.
Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. To the middle, here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Outside, James. From outside, off the mark. Memphis leading by 16. Morant kicks to Bane. Pass to Clark. Here's Aldama. James defending. Driving inside.
Rumbling down the lane. Probably wise to stay out of Aldama's way.
From deep, James drains it from beyond the arc. James has got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
Back to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Now here's Morant, defended by Vincent.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Back to James. It's stolen by Aldama. And now Wells pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
A free throw drops for Wells. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster is different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel is not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And here's James outside. Edey with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And have not had as much success in the paint this quarter. Everything has been from the perimeter.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to... find ways to score.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Doncic finds James, fires for 3. Wells grabs the miss. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Trailblazers in Portland. Pass to Jackson. Wells with it. Memphis moving it around. Morant outside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
From deep, James knocks down the three ball. James has got 21. Morant with it. Takes a three. And so it's Memphis with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
It is a wonderful...
Yeah, taking a look at the Lakers, they're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence and your playoff chances.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Grizzlies. And that's all for us. Now it's time to...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Jackson Hayes is out there with James. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Goodwin, and it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
Hayes finds James. Doncic left side. Floats it up for James. Wells with the steal. Here's Jackson, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Really tough to disrupt the rhythm of Jackson Jr. on that shot.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
And the rejection by Jackson. Outside, James. To the inside, Doncic. The shot off that time. Morant with some nice D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And Hayes throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Hayes dishes to LeBron. James, the pass to Goodwin. James outside. Pass to Hayes. LeBron kicks to James. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Doncic sticking it from way outside.
And able to produce under any circumstances. Shot clock has no effect on Luka.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Morant finds Jackson. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. James, the pass to James. Strong inside. What a move by James.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
To the paint. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his 9th assist in the game now. James dishes to James. Back to James. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Rui Hachimura.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Over Goodwin. And the basket by Jackson. 23 points for Jaren Jackson.
Well, usually a guy who's more inside or out beyond the arc. But the mid-range isn't an area that Jackson Jr. needs to avoid.
James kicks to Doncic. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range. James has got 24 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. LeBron passes to James. And that one is good. 26 points for him. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Morant outside. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Hayes finds Doncic. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Wells with the steal. Pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, he's the defensive anchor, but Jackson Jr. is reminding everyone he is a force on offense as well.
James misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Outside Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic.
And Pete.
And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 11. James dishes to LeBron. On the wing, James. And the Lakers with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. LeBron kicks to Doncic. On the wing, Doncic. Back to James. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wells wide open. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Morant against LeBron. Morant. Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on LeBron James.
Well, you can't fall for that shot fake. Once Morant has you up in the air, the rest is easy.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
From deep, James bangs home the trifecta. James has got 29.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
James against Morant. Pass to Wells from outside the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Wells has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the threat of Ja scoring really opens up the opportunity for assists.
And the Grizzlies leading by 21. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. Inside from the paint. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's James. Fires from deep. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Grizzlies.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Jaren Jackson.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Hey, look at yours, look at yours.
Puts up a 3. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. James against Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant passes to Jackson. Now here's Wells. Covered by LeBron. Jackson drives in, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
That free throw missing. So he comes up empty at the line. Now here's Kennard. And James picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Chin up. Tomorrow's a new day.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But
not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too. But like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
I'm a little confused. You said you were happy with the way that I was playing.
We are, but we're losing games.
Man, it doesn't matter what other circumstances we're dealing with. We made the move, and we're losing, and it looks bad. To everyone. But to you-know-who most of all.
And you're not happy losing games, are you?
Of course not. But there's only so much that I can do.
No, you can always do more.
Okay, and losing one of our best players in the offseason is only going to make things worse.
So what do you want me to do?
We have some ideas.
All right, look. I'll give him my best shot, but he has to hold up his end of the bargain. I can't put the ball in the basket for him, too.
All we ask is that you try. It's in the best interest of the organization, MP.
We need you to be a team player.
Now that's what I want to see. Well, excuse me.
Hey, he can ball, huh? Hey, yo, help him out, man.
Nice shot. All day, baby.
Woo! I run this, I run this. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. Break. Started, man. Let's get it started. Who got ball? Oh, foul. Layups, man. Layups. Watch out, watch out. Come on, MP. Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game. We're here. We're here. Let's get this started already. Don't worry.
Come to me!
Yo, set it up!
Hey, yo. Right here. Bust that! Come on! What are you...
Need some help?
It's gone now.
What is going on, MP?
Yo, MP, how did meeting go today?
Yo, it was okay. They said that they want me to try to keep the peace.
Keep the peace?
Yeah.
Like how?
They said that they need everyone to win championships, so I should try to create more open looks.
Open looks? For the guy who can't adjust to his new role on the team and who's running around blaming everybody but himself.
Yeah, I guess they worried about losing him in the offseason, man.
No, losing him. They should be worried about losing you, man.
Why? I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but you can't let them know that. Come on, you think they need him to win championships?
Honestly, I don't know. Defenses, they get tough in the playoffs, man, but I know that I can deliver in the crunch time.
Exactly. Okay, that's why you need to focus on you, okay? Whether he comes along or not, that's up to him.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, P, but I'm trying to bring championships to this city.
Duh, that's why they got you, man. They don't need him.
Even MJ needed Scotty, P. I'm trying to win here, nowhere else, all right?
Look, is this guy Scotty? Because I don't see him on any GOAT lists. Look, your job is to be a star, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So just go be a star. All right, their job is to build a good team. All right, don't let them put that on you, okay?
Look, I hear what you're saying, P, but it's not that simple, man.
Look, man, I'm just here to give you advice, okay? Look, what you do with that is up to you. All right, but I know you. All right, and I know your dream is to create a dynasty bigger than MJ's. All right, in order for you to do that, you need to become the face of this franchise. Don't let anyone get in your way, no matter what they've done for this team in the past.
Maybe, man.
Okay, look, I get that. All right, and I got your back. I'm just telling you how I see it. And for your sake, I hope you see it too.
Jake, what's up, man?
What's up, MP? Man, pleasure to meet you.
Man, same here. When my manager told me that you wanted to connect, I was all about it.
Oh.
Did he give you a tour?
No, but he looked like he was pretty busy.
Oh, man, that wasn't very neighborly of him.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
I see
you
what
saw
you
that.
did. Yeah.
Hey, so you want a tour now, though?
You know, a tour would be cool, but I was thinking maybe we could hoop.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that you were pretty good. Okay.
Listen, I'm not joining the league anytime soon, but I can hold my own and pick up.
Okay, Jake, I see you, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get one in? Look, I was thinking we could run twos, and if I play with one of your NBA buddies, I might stand a chance.
you, Jake, anything, man. Let's do it.
Hey, you really are a good neighbor.
Let's see if you still feel the same way when we're done. I know you're an old pro at the insurance game, but this is my specialty, man. I'm not taking it easy on you.
Hey.
All right.
All right.
not one of my better games.
Oh, hey, we all have our off days.
All right, you got me that game. Let's run it back, though.
Okay, let's get to it.
Not one of my better games.
Oh, hey, we all have our off days,